Up our presentation for today, which is a focus on ClearlyIP as the clear choice for all your business communication pieces. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. My name is Bree Fernie, and I'm the Chief Marketing Officer here at ClearlyIP. Thank you for joining myself and Richard for this call today to really showcase ClearlyIP and why we are the right partner for your business.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. As Bree said, thanks for joining us. Obviously, for some of us, it's the afternoon. For our lovely Brianna, she's coming all the way from Canada, so it's still early in the morning for her. So thanks, Bree, for getting out of bed early for us.
My pleasure. I hope we do this much more often. I think what we should do here, Richard, is just start with a bit of an introduction because there are a couple people here that might want an introduction to you and a couple that might need an introduction to me. So why don't I get started? Some of you may know me. I'm the former president and CEO of Telred Group in Canada. We were the Canadian distributor for Telred Israel. And since then, I've made the decision to collaborate with the ClearlyIP folks and made the decision to join ClearlyIP by way of acquisition. So ClearlyIP acquired Telred just recently on July 1st of this year. And we brought all the customers, partners, and staff over. ClearlyIP really is a global company, and that's what got me really excited to join them. We are based out of beautiful, sunny Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Sunny but cold today. And I couldn't be more happy to join Richard to share some more about Clearly and our future for everybody involved. And, really to make an introduction of all the solutions that everyone might be needing for your business.
Great, thanks, Bree. So for those who do not know me, I'm Richard. I have the wonderful title of Director of Sales for the EMEA region. So I joined Tony and the team at ClearlyIP in December last year, so just coming up for a year. Known Tony for a number of years in various different guises. I had the great opportunity that as they were expanding their product ranges, Tony approached me about helping to bring the brand really into other parts of the world outside of the US and Canada. So my main focus has been primarily in the UK, but we're also seeing lots of partners springing up across the rest of the EMEA region and beyond. So as well as being obviously involved in the sales, I'm quite technical. So one of the things that you will find speaking to me is that that I'm not just a typical sales guy. I often step in and help out with some sales engineering tasks as well as some frontline support stuff as well. So, do feel free to ask some technical questions if you need to as we go, and I will endeavour to answer those questions. Just to say, there is obviously a section within the screen to ask some questions. So as we go, if we feel it's relevant, we may sort of just interject with some of those questions. If not, there'll be time toward the end to answer any other questions.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And I think the key thing to this presentation today is that we just want to illustrate why ClearlyIP can really help you transform your business. And it's going to be a jam-packed presentation because we're going to review everything in our portfolio of products and services. So bear with us. Let's dive in and go into why Clearly is your clear choice. So we all know that telephony itself has changed greatly. However, we're still making phone calls. Technology has jumped leaps and bounds. And I'm sure we all sometimes think, if we could just keep selling key systems, everyone would be happy. Well, what ClearlyIP has done is they've applied modern software architecture to traditional phone technology. And they're really the best ones to do this because they've already done it, because they were the ones that created the previous generation. Our executive team at Clearly were part of the original leadership team and founders of the open source project FreePBX. We have some very key benefits that we're going to outline for you today. key benefits in both our technology and our support that will help you grow your business. We truly have leading edge superior technology that we're going to touch on and give you a glimpse at, especially our recent product launches and future launches that are coming very, very soon. We are a leader in innovation. We have a team with a wealth of knowledge and determination, drive, and loyalty to support you. With decades of leadership in the telecommunications space and with developing innovative telephony solutions, the team at ClearlyIP provides world-class services, applications, and customer premise hardware to businesses, ITSPs, OEMs, and other communication providers across the globe, from Vancouver to the UK. Our partner program was built from the ground up to fit your needs. Everything we do is focused on enabling you to take pieces of our products and services that will fit best with your business model, which you can use to then grow your business. Because our products range from SMB solutions to enterprise and carrier grade OEM platforms, we work with each partner in a consulting format, making sure that we provide solutions that make sense for your business and end customers. So really what we've done here is we have programs that allow you to directly resell our services and other options to recommend our solutions in a more of an agent model where we are responsible for the heavy lifting, billing, and product services, but you get the commission check for bringing us the business and recommending us to your customers. Whatever model works for you and fits your business plan, we can adopt. We have a bunch of solutions, and today I'll cover each product and service. And of course, if one piques your interest, we can jump on a call with myself or Richard to discuss the solutions in more detail. I'll cover the individual products that you can purchase to build your total telecom solution, like our rebrandable IP phones, as well as some of the pre-configured products designed in a ready-to-go market solution, like our Business Connect platform that includes phone, telephony service as a complete end-user product. ClearlyIP offers a full lineup of rebrandable IP desk phones. All the phones are color screen, Gigabit network. They offer 5-way conference calling. They're rebrandable for resellers, and the key is at a low minimum order quantity. They're easy to set up and configure with free PBX, and they offer in-depth features into free PBX with our Clearly apps. In this highly competitive market of telecommunications, we offer just one more way to stand out against your competition. Our phones are rebrandable with your company logo, or you could even do your customer's logo. We have a low minimum order quantity. We don't require customers to order large quantities to take advantage of our service. We offer a low one-time setup cost. Your logo is applied to the bezel, and once we have your logo set up, you can order anywhere from 5 or 500 sets. You will maintain a high margin in your business, and branding your phones can allow you to reduce your price competition, but keeping your prices where you set them.
Yeah, if I just add on here, I think just to kind of add to that, where we see this work really well is good for price protection as well. We've all been there, having come from being a reseller myself many years ago. You start quoting a customer for a Yealink or a Snom or Grandstream or whatever else, and what's the first thing the customer often does? They go out to the internet, they start searching for those models that you've quoted on your system, and then they start coming back saying, hey, we've just found it on a competitor's website for £2 less. If we buy it online, why should we buy it from you? This, because you can rebrand it, we can even go to the point of rebranding the box as well, the label on the boxes. And so you can kind of protect it. You can call it whatever model you like. I mean, we have the models that we have to register as part of regulations for the network device, but you can effectively call it whatever you like, and then it gives you that protection that nobody's going to be going in searching for, or if they go in searching for a reseller device 650, it's not going to come up on the internet as searchable. So it's a great thing, not only from your own brand perspective, just having it sat on a customer's desk rather than the manufacturer's brand, but it does offer some element of kind of protection to you, that you're not going to have to sit there trying to compete with everybody else that's trying to sell the same product, and undercutting each other for a couple of quid here and there.
Absolutely. It's so important. I sure wish I had this solution. You know, it would have been such a great competitive advantage to have our own lineup of phones with our own logo, and even offer our enterprise customers, especially our banks and government institutions, the ability to put their own brand on the phones. It's fabulous. And, you know, in connection with the phones, we also have a expansion module for your busy answering positions needing the additional buttons. We have the EHS30 headset adapter, so you can connect any Jabra and Plantronics headsets to your phones. And we've also got our USB panic button, which links to the USB port on the 250 and 270 phone models. And it allows programming that USB button to call any destination on the PBX, such as a ring group, queue, or page group. And when pressed, that phone will call the destination and activate the microphone. So this is really great for an emergency situation, because the phone itself will not show it as on an active call, and the speaker on the phone will not be active. It will only activate the microphone and send the audio to the destination you defined. As you can see here, the ClearlyIP team has really thought of all the bells and whistles. And our phones come with a standard 2-year warranty, but you can add a 3-year extended warranty for a total of 5-year warranty coverage. So this is our 270 Gigabit IP desk phone. It is our most popular executive set, and it offers support of Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. And here's our 250 set, and it also offers a color display and really is a great model to standardize on for your busy office professionals. And our 230 model, which offers everything a user needs, really at an extremely affordable price. And please note that all of our phone models are wall mountable, and they come with an included wall mount bracket, so not a separate order item. So let's talk about our ClearlyIP SIP trunking platform. One of the biggest strengths I feel ClearlyIP has in their product portfolio is their SIP trunking. It truly is a superior platform. It includes all the features and benefits you need to offer your customers: on-demand cloud SIP trunking, failover and redundancy, self-service portal. It's a dashboard that allows you to manage most aspects of your service, add DIDs, call paths users with ease, and international DIDs, toll-free voice, pretty much everything you can think of. The number porting, we've made it just so easy to port numbers, and international calling is a breeze.
So just to say, guys, on some of this, so the self-service portal isn't quite launched yet in the UK, so this is available in the US. We're currently still finishing off the internationalization element of it to support multiple currencies, to support multiple breakout points. So one of the great things about this is when this works complete, what it'll allow you to do is when you log into the self-service portal, you'll have your base currency set. Obviously, for those of you that are in the UK, that will be sort of GBP. For anybody else in the US, it'll be US dollars. Perhaps in Canada, it'll be Canadian dollars. But you can then select where your trunks are terminating to. So rather than just having an international DID within the US for the UK, so we're not running this out of all out of the US. We have genuine UK presence. So all of the SIP trunking capabilities are here, porting, DDI numbers, international scalable stuff. What we don't have is the self-service portal yet, and that's going to be a really key thing. So what you'll be able to start to do, it'd be great if you've got people in geographically diverse kind of locations across the US, the UK. We'll also be, after it comes to the UK, we'll be launching Australia as well. And so you can just simply choose where you want those trunks to deploy. And as we continue to build our portfolio out through Europe and further afield, we'd also be looking at breaking out into other countries and regions. So, you know, getting in now, you know, you're getting in with a growing kind of expanding technology, but the platform, you know, and again, we can show you later on one-to-one calls. We can do a demo of that portal, of how it currently works in the US and how it will work in the UK once we finish that internationalization. So yeah, and obviously for those of you that are outside of the UK or the US at the moment, we're not able to provide local breakouts, but we can provide DDIs, we can provide services in the UK and the US. Yeah.
Thanks, Richard. Yes, I know they're working on it, and it's not going to be long. Let's talk about call path subscriptions. So they're sized by the number of simultaneous calls that you need, and you can add additional capacity as needed. So each call path allows for a single call with no per minute charge to most destinations. Typically, it's $17.99 per call path per month. This is obviously in US dollars, and 60 cents per DID per month, again in US dollars. But ClearlyIP also offers meter subscriptions. So basically, you can tell us what you need, and we can offer it. Richard, do you want to?
Yeah. So the pricing models, yeah, a little bit different from that. So, but we can speak. So we obviously we have a wholesale rate, we have a retail rate, and we have a particularly high volume rate. So, you know, we can do metered trunks from around £2 per month. You know, based on the length of contract. So we do either kind of 30-day rolling, we do 12-month, and we do 36-month contracts. So yeah, rather than just handing out a whole bunch of different pricing, again, you know, after the call, if you're interested, we can send you a full breakdown of pricing on our SIP trunking services, and yeah, so it's very flexible. We can do either the bundled or non-bundled kind of parts. One of the other things, and just before kind of Bree goes back to this slide, one of the other thing that will come as part of this, again, particularly if you have the integration with FreePBX, is the SMS and MMS capability as well. So we'll be adding this functionality as part of the launch of that self-service portal, the ability to do SMS and MMS via our trunks with our trunking solution in FreePBX.
Thanks, Richard. You know, our SIP trunking service really is an over-the-top offering that allows you to quickly set up your customers with inbound and outbound calling. And the platform is tightly integrated into several PBX platforms, such as FreePBX, Incredible PBX 2020, and most recently, Vital PBX. And we have configuration guides to configure it with just about every existing PBX and VoIP platform you all may already be using today. The key to the platform is really the innovation and feature set that we make available with the SMS and picture messaging that fully supports Kerry's Law and the Raybom Act, especially for any US-based customers.
Yeah, so obviously some of the stuff, obviously you'll often see is kind of quite specific to the US, but actually some of the functionality is quite interesting, and I think, you know, with the way things are going, I think it won't be long before we see some of the requirements for emergency dialings. Yeah, for emergency dialing and that kind of stuff coming to the UK and other parts of the globe. So, you know, we've got there. We were pretty early adopters to build this stuff. We were one of the first providers to be ready for those acts in the US. So there was a lot of people playing catch up. We were able to build it in as we built the platform, ready for that to go. So yeah, so it's a really great way of managing that.
Absolutely. And our global customers and partners that, you know, are implementing solutions that have people working all over the world. You know, it's so important to think of all these different things per region when deploying remote workers, and more with everything going on in the world. enabling remote workability is just so very important, especially, considering emergency situations and all the other various things that can take place, globally. So yeah, I think if customers need more information pertaining to those type of features or enhancements, that's something that they can have a side call with you, Richard, and go into in a little more depth. Should we move on to our sendfax.to platform?
Yep, sure. Yeah, and again, just to say, at the moment, this is only available in the US.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go. Bree will go through the features and functionality of this.
Yeah.
What we've said is that, whilst it's only available in the US at the moment, if the opportunity's there, I'm sure most of you have sat on this, certainly within Europe, are probably saying fax, but surely that's dead as a dodo. Believe it or not, massively popular in the US, which is why we have it. And we know that there are still some cases, particularly within the NHS, where this is still used. So, again, if you've got an opportunity, if there's demand for it, we can easily spin this up into the UK region, and again look at other regions where there's demand for it. But anyway, sorry, Bree, I'll let you carry on.
Okay, great. So yeah, I completely agree with you, Richard. It's actually mind-blowing how popular our sendfax.to solution, is even growing in popularity because of everybody working remotely. So last month was our official launch for sendfax.to, and it is our new fax solution, which really makes faxing a breeze. It's an easy 3-step process to send a fax using sendfax.to. You can, step 1, create a new email message and attach any attachments. And your email message is actually the cover page. And step 2, you simply enter the email address being the fax number at sendfax.to in the to field of the email. And step 3, you click send, and your email will be converted to a fax and delivered to the fax number you specified. The beauty of sendfax.to is that you can remove your old physical fax machine, reduce those expensive line costs, and make sending and receiving faxes a much more smooth, efficient, and productive task. And just to summarize here, it offers fax to email, email to fax, scan to fax, fax to print, and whether it's high volume or low volume that you need, we can do metered subscriptions. They're available. We really have all the options at your fingertips. We're so proud to offer a solution where there is no per page, per user, or per group fees. ClearlyIP is all things phone systems. We also have pre-configured, ready-to-deploy PBX appliances that you can order and quickly get up and going on your new installs within minutes. So let's talk phone systems. Seamless working solutions that provide smooth installations to increase your profitability. These appliances come preloaded with your choice of free PBX, incredible PBX 2020, and coming soon, we'll be adding Vital PBX as an option. We, of course, are considering other platforms as they make sense. We believe in the quality of our solutions, and out of the box includes a 2-year standard warranty. And again, just like on our phones, you can add an optional 3-year additional warranty for a total of 5 years of warranty coverage. Our smallest system comes up to about 40 extensions and 10 concurrent calls, and come with the options to integrate analog phone lines. Our largest systems will support up to 400 extensions and 100 concurrent calls. So the system will fit all your clients' needs, no matter what size or industry or location globally.
And guys, remember that because we're pre-installing open source software on here, there's no actual hard limits on those. So these are what we recommend, and this is what we've tested for. Depending on your circumstances, if you've got on our 710, if you've got full call recording on every extension, on every call, actually, you might not get as many concurrent calls on that. But equally, if it's got virtually, if you've got 100 extensions, or even if it's only sort of 20 extensions, you can do different things on it. There's no hard and fast limit. So if you install it, you get to 100 extensions, it's not going to suddenly switch off when you get to the 100, to put 101. You don't have to suddenly go upgrade it. What you need to do is just look at the performance of the system to see, is this still going to cope with what we're going to be able to do? Because actually, you may have 150 extensions, but hey, you might only make about 2 concurrent calls. On these systems. I've seen it in large offices where actually they're predominantly kind of administrative and email based. They still need to be able to get some calls in and out, but there's a large number of extensions to the number of concurrent calls. So just wanted to add that in. There's no hard and fast kind of cut-offs on any of those statistics. It's just what we know and what we're comfortable kind of recommending on those hardware.
Yes, flexibility is key. I'm so glad you mentioned that, Richard, because this is just what has been recommended by our engineering team, but absolutely very flexible on all of these platforms on capacity. Okay, let's talk about training and support. So ClearlyIP offers professional training and support. So getting your team up to speed on our solutions really is the key to the success. As a new partner, our account managers will schedule calls with some of our key executives like Richard, so that at an executive level, we can get to know your business and can provide the level of support and the product solutions you need. As an example, let's say you're going to be selling our line of IP phones. You would have a one-on-one session with Tony Lewis, our CEO, where he will walk you through the easy provisioning process of getting our phones configured with your PBX, as well as going into a lot of the features we have built into them that make them the easiest phones to deploy in the marketplace. In addition to the direct one-on-one training, we do offer classroom-led training options, virtual training, and that you can have your staff attend and system administrators to get a really deep dive on our products and services. In addition to the training, of course, we offer annual support plans and contracts that we can work with you on at either an account level where we support your customer base, or at a per location level where we have dedicated support contracts for your key clients.
Obviously, for the guys in the UK, and I guess probably in many other locations at the moment, we've tried to schedule training courses, but with lockdown and COVID-19, we've had to cancel most of those. What we are working on at the moment, I'm part way through trying to divvy stuff up to make it more of a kind of an online training course. Where there's kind of a mix of some pre-recorded videos and some classroom kind of live stuff. So yeah, watch this space. If you want some training on the free PBX platform, then we can do it. It just might look a little bit different whilst things are still a little bit up in the air with freedom of movement, shall we say?
I like that.
Yeah. So just get in touch if that's something of interest, and we can look at how we do that.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, so let's talk about our custom update management solution. So with our team's history of founding the Free PBX project, we do have some solutions that are tied directly into our history of contributing to that open source project. So one of the key solutions we offer our partners is to utilize Free PBX in their business is with our custom update management platform for Free PBX. So this platform allows our partners to put their own branding into Free PBX. And on top of that, control the versions of the Free PBX platform down to the individual modules that your customer systems have access to. So this in turn allows you to tightly control your client systems and enable automatic updates to the system without the worry of upstream open source changes breaking your existing customer systems. So if you are managing a lot of Free PBX-based systems, there's a huge return on the investment by enabling you to have the control of the back-end updates of this platform. Plus, just like having your brand on the IP phones is important, putting your brand on the system itself helps make your customers stick to your solutions.
Yeah, I mean, this is a great tool for those in the Free PBX marketplace. We signed up the official free PBX hosting partner in the UK recently. They have some 300 deployments of free PBX in the wild. And I've been in a room with the MD when something's gone wrong on a security update, and historically he's had to go in and try and update and manage those 300 deployments, and clearly tearing his hair out, stressing over which ones he's done, which ones he hasn't. They're all at slightly different levels. This is just a great tool for just updating multiple deployments, making sure they're all on the same version. You can create multiple different templates so that you can have a test bed for yourselves to test the version updates before you deploy them to your customers. Great as well if you've got your own. People build their own custom modules. There are some third-party modules out there that people like to add on, and you can build this into and upload the custom modules to the update manager, meaning that they're easily deployed to all of your systems without having to, as I say, go and do it manually each and every time. So, yeah, great if you're managing. I would say even if you're managing a dozen or so more deployments of free PBX, this is going to save you massive amounts of time on engineering time and support time later on.
Absolutely. Okay, let's talk about our most recent launch, the Clearly Anywhere mobile softphone for free PBX-based systems. So one of the key things about ClearlyIP is the team likes to continue to innovate and move the bar on adding solutions available to our partners. This includes this recent announcement, which is Android and iOS compatible, which we call our Clearly Anywhere mobile softphone application. Clearly Anywhere provides easy integrated configuration within our Business Connect product offerings, which we're going to cover in a minute, and again with the open source free PBX-based platforms. The Clearly Anywhere mobile softphone allows you to enable your end users to provision softphone clients with a simple QR code or username password, making setting up remote or work from home users a snap. Clearly Anywhere will also allow your end users to send and receive SMS and picture messages directly from their PBX business phone numbers.
When we launch it in the UK, when it's launched in the UK, it will support that. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So next is our Business Connect solution. I'm just going to keep things moving along here, Richard, because we've still got quite a ways to go.
Yeah, sure, keep going.
Okay, so on the Business Connect platform, it is our total solution ready to go to market for your end users. It's our Business Connect services. Really, it's a service offering setup and management by our onboarding and support team. So when you choose ClearlyIP Business Connect solutions, you're getting more than a team of experts from the best managed phone provider to manage. Business Connect can be deployed to your customers either from our data centers in a hosted environment or even as a managed service hosted on premise with your customers. So the hybrid approach allows you to determine how the system is deployed based on your specific customer needs and requirements and or situations. So Business Connect is not sold in the typical per seat model, which is how you see most hosted cloud phone systems. It's basically sold by system capacity, allowing you and your customers the flexibility and ability to grow or shrink users around demand without significantly impacting the cost of the services. Business Connect can be resold, and we can even provide an agent model where we handle all the customer billing and directly deposit a commission check right into your bank account each month. Everyone loves that. The Business Connect offering integrates our telephony services and our hardware to provide you with an all-encompassing solution for your end customer needs. So just to touch on this a little bit, it includes music on hold, hunt and ring groups, call history, call detail reporting, support for multiple languages, sound files and prompts, call recording, caller ID, call queuing, time-based call routing and night modes, call parking, voicemail to email, call transfer, blind transfers, attended transfers, wake-up calls. I could go on and on and on. And of course, it provides all the features that your customers need out of the box, and it's included with no extra fees. I think that conferencing and call recording and caller ID and queuing is just so important to have in a base system package, which we offer here. Next is our Cluster PBX. So Cluster PBX is our next ready-to-go market solution. And this is a hugely scalable platform where Business Connect is really designed to support up to about 400 extensions, whereas Cluster PBX is an offering designed for large enterprises and institutions. The thing about Cluster PBX is it's been developed and it's been deployed for the past 15 years. It's currently in use in some of the largest universities, government agencies, and business enterprises. And Cluster PBX out of the box will support up to about 50,000 users and is controlled and managed via a robust web interface. So for your large-scale customers, Cluster PBX is the platform you would want to offer those customers. It not only provides a huge feature set, but also is built for scaling and growing to match your client needs. Next is our Modulus platform. So our Modulus platform uses the same architecture as the Cluster PBX platform. However, instead of deploying it at an institutional or enterprise for a single client, the Modulus platform is designed to allow you to build and manage your own OEM cloud platform. Modulus is a multi-tenant version of the system that allows large ITSPs, carriers, MSPs, and partners to build their own offerings. So what we do here is we install the platform in your data center on your hardware and provide ongoing feature updates and maintenance to the system so that you can focus on selling systems and seats and growing your own reseller channel with the rebrandable platform. Okay. So yes,
sorry,
there's more.
just quickly. Sorry, just quickly. So
Yeah.
just to clarify, with the multi-tenant, this is a true multi-tenant platform. This isn't, some sort of hacked kind of, where we're sort of sharing a large system. The very nature of it is that it's different Docker. It's all got kind of different Docker VMs. It's quite a complex install and setup, but it's very powerful. It allows you to have resellers, sub resellers underneath you. This is where you can sell on a more per seat basis. So this is great if you've got a large number of seats that you're currently already selling to, and you're looking for a new platform. It's really worth, or perhaps you're reselling a BroadSoft based platform. You've got a large number of customers that are on BroadSoft, but you want something different. This is a great alternative. Again, wish I'd been able to have something like this a few years ago. It's a very powerful and scalable system. So again, if you're looking to put in your own infrastructure to run your own network and run your own VoIP platform, then this is definitely worth looking at.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. There's a few more to go here. Again, we really wanted to do a showcase on our entire portfolio. So next is our Codex platform. So this gets me really excited. We just launched Codex a couple of weeks ago in North America. So Codex is designed for education customers and really the education vertical. So schools, colleges, universities. It allows you to turn your PBX offering into a classroom alerting and notification platform so that administrators can send out emergency alerts using the phone system, and individual classrooms can check in as safe using the phones already in the classroom, or even the Clearly Anywhere soft phone. So Codex provides a dashboard which administrators can use to monitor and report on individual classroom status. So what exactly is Codex? Codex really is an emergency notification and management platform. It's done as an add-on for free PBX-based phone systems. The way we came up with the name is that if you think about emergency code statuses you see in the movies, the news, and elsewhere, we think of code yellow, code red, code blue, and so on. So this add-on is designed to be very configurable. We have used the name Codex, as you can define the urgency of any specific emergency event that you are building a responsive template for. Codex is engineered as an add-on to work with both free PBX-based solutions and our Business Connect on-premise and hosted product offerings. So you can use this as an add-on for an appliance you purchase from us, or a compatible system you have installed yourself, or as an additional feature on your Business Connect solution if you're using either our on-premise or hosted platform today. Codex allows you to automate and manage the ability to communicate concise emergency announcements and action messages across every corner of a campus or business location. Codex also implements a check-in application where individual locations, be it classrooms or offices, can securely report back their status, which can be monitored from the Codex dashboard in the user control panel. And that is relayed back to incident management or first responders as needed. And let's face it, seconds matter, and Codex can very quickly communicate that information to first responders in the event of an emergency. I know it feels like we're playing buzzword bingo here, Richard. However, I think this is the one everybody's waiting for as well, is the Clearly Cloud. Clearly Cloud is a public offering based on the same base platforms that we built Cluster PBX and Modulus OEM on, but hosted in our data centers using our VoIP services. It's exclusively offered to our resellers as a way of providing an amazing feature set without having to build or maintain anything. And we do expect the cloud offering to be launched for our partners in the next few months. It's currently planned for sometime in January. Also, in the final stages of development is our Cloud Device Manager. So our Cloud Device Manager allows you to provision and utilize other manufacturers' handsets and VoIP devices with many different platforms, including free PBX, Business Connect, Cluster, our cloud, and so on. I don't have the anticipated date on this, Richard, but I will let you all know when I know.
Yeah, I think the last hearing is it's sort of slated for early next year, so certainly first quarter. Quarter.
Yes, we're quite excited about this. It's desperately in need of in the marketplace for sure. Okay, getting started. So, wow, even as I share this existing innovation and all the new innovation, I get goosebumps talking about it. But, I think the question everybody's asking themselves is, how do I get started as a ClearlyIP partner? So we have a several step process to really make it easy. Step one is essentially the initial partnership assessment. So we will work with you to understand your business and determine which product fits. Once you're a partner with ClearlyIP, you become a crucial member of our team and integrate it into our go-to-market strategies, especially for the areas you cover. So during your initial partnership consultation, we'll have a discussion that gives us insight into your existing business model and go-to-market strategies, what is important to you from your suppliers, the goals that we need to set together for your fast growth, products and services needed to support your existing business model and future business model. Decide if our hardware not for resale kit is a good option for you to use, and how often and how we should be communicating with you and collaborating with your team. And what is your level of expertise, what you know, and how we can help you learn more and move to the next level of success. Step two is our onboarding and acceptance level. Through the process, you decide which partner model works for your business plan, ClearlyIP does not make that decision. So once you're accepted into the ClearlyIP partner program, you're placed into one of the following partner groups after you sign the appropriate agreements. Direct agent, be the master of your destiny. And I want to mention here, no master agent required here. We consider our agents our outsourced sales team, not a second-class, lower-level partner like some of the other manufacturers treat their partners. You'll have a direct personal relationship with us, not filtered through third-party master agents with 300 other products on their line cards. There's so many options here, and this program will quickly and easily integrate our ClearlyIP products and solutions that make sense for your business and fit within the needs of your business plan. Finally, step 3 is the personalized launch plan for success. So you'll work closely with Richard and the ClearlyIP executive team, and do whatever is needed to plan your launch into our programs. So we develop a strategic business plan with you that will form your personalized launch plan for success, including products and ClearlyIP team introductions. We align you with your personal channel account manager, Richard, who supports you during the quoting, negotiation, and closing process with your customers. So Richard directs you to the appropriate ClearlyIP resource and support teams. He's your advocate with all other ClearlyIP product management, marketing, and partner support teams. Is there an available pre, during, and post sales to make sure you close your deals? He'll set up your training, demos, information sessions for you and your team. We do have some required initial product introductions and one-on-one training sessions that Richard and our engineering and executive teams will coordinate with you. I could go on and on, but I can assure you that our steps here, our final step here and all the pre-steps are just going to assure that you're going to be properly taken care of. You're going to be educated, informed, and come up with a customized plan for the successful launch of your ClearlyIP product line. And lastly, step 4, really, we completely believe on regular check-ins, regular deal assessments. We want to be your partner. Keep in touch on a regular basis and make sure we're supporting your team and company with all of our products and services. We want you to leverage your ClearlyIP team. You can set up bi-weekly, monthly check-ins. Really, what do you need? And we've got everything to help you out with, including Richard, which I think is the most important asset in all of this.
Thank you.
All right. So a little bit more about step 4 here. As we continue to build innovation and new solutions and products, we will do regular check-ins with you, including webinars for pre-launches and training on new products, and really keeping you closely in the loop and, your finger on the pulse of everything new that we've got in the works. So we are truly focused on growing our business while building yours so that it's a true partnership.
Yeah, I think, obviously as we launch stuff, we're looking to kind of, make sure that you guys are informed first. I've seen it many times when customers come to us, or has come to me and say, "Oh, I've heard about this new product," and then as a reseller, you're saying, "Well, I didn't know anything about this." So we always make sure that the webinars about up and coming projects are offered to our partners first, so our partners get to hear about it firsthand. And then in advance, and then at least a week or two before we then actually do the official launch of the product and start doing press releases and that kind of stuff. So we're really keen to kind of make sure that you guys are up to speed on whatever it is that we're launching before it launches, so that you're ready to kind of go to market as well with your customers. So I think so. It looks like we're kind of almost at the end of the overview. Is that right, Bree? There's no more slides.
Right. We're at the end, so we'll move to the Q&A portion. And I just want to mention, Richard, I completely agree with what you just said. I was in your shoes. I completely understand and empathize what everyone's going through right now, and having a manufacturer that I couldn't rely on, and support services that we're in a different continent, and nobody returning your calls, and no true white label options, and expensive recurring support and licensing costs. So in line with what you said, Richard, that's the point of this overview, is that ClearlyIP does really have all the right pieces, and more importantly, being delivered by the right team. So,
Yeah.
I think it's a decision to align yourselves with ClearlyIP that you won't regret.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And I think so. Just to clarify on a couple of things. So obviously, we've got Cluster PBX, we've got Modulus, we've got Business Connect, we've just got standalone free PBX appliances. And the reason why we've got so many things is that, there's obviously lots of different customer types out there, and they've got different needs. Our Business Connect, as Bree said, it's not a per seat basis, so it's great for the kind of larger deployments, your sort of 10 to 200, 400 seats. Our Business Connect works really well for that. If you've got the 400 plus seats, our Cluster PBX works really well for that. If you've got the sort of sub 10 extensions, that's where our cloud will work really well. From if you don't want to run your own network, if you've got the sub 10 extensions or whatever, and you want to run your own network. So that's why we've got so many different things. So do reach out. Let me just go through some of the questions that we've got here.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have you put together a package to deliver Microsoft Teams Business Voice? At the moment, we don't. It's on the roadmap to look at Teams integrations.
Mm-hmm.
The honest answer is, I've had lots of people say, "Do you do it?" But not with anybody that's got any significant opportunities to go build it. It's actually not that difficult to do, but equally there needs to be some element of demand to warrant the engineering time to do it. So if you've got some opportunities, yes, we can look at the teams. Microsoft is an interesting beast to work with. The whole team has kind of worked on this previously. In other spheres, we've worked with Microsoft on their various, right the way back to when it was Microsoft Link, then Skype for Business, now Teams. In reality, there's only one or two manufacturers that Microsoft actually like to deal with, and so anything that comes from them normally goes to those manufacturers. So yeah, as with the fax, as with a number of things, if there's demand for it, we'll build it. Is the reality of it. So happy to speak to you more on that afterwards. Are you planning to do trials on cloud with demo SIP account? Yes, we can do trials. We can do free trials on both the SIP trunking and on the Business Connect stuff. We can certainly organise some trials on that if you'd like to. That's no problem. Again, reach out. I'll reach out to you individually to kind of make arrangements on that if you need to. Another question here: are we able to get a copy of the slide? Yeah, all this. Yeah, we'll send out a copy of the slides, and also the full recording. We'll make available. We've recorded the session, so we'll make that available after the session's finished. So that's no problem.
We'll make sure that today's webinar is on our YouTube channel by the end of the week for anyone that missed it. And Richard, you can share that link too.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that's all the questions we've got. So Yeah, we'll try and follow up with everybody after the after we finished, and yeah, like Bree said, we'll certainly get links and copies of the slides, etc., to people, and hopefully we'll be speaking to some of you soon about moving forward with us.
Yes, and one last thing I want to mention is we have another webinar on our Codex emergency platform. You don't want to miss that one. It goes through some case studies and an actual demo by our CEO, Tony Lewis, to demonstrate how the system is very easily set up and configured and how that works. And that's on November 24th. And if for more details on that, you can ask Richard, and it'll also be in our events page on our website.
Yep. And then shortly after that, we're also doing a more in-depth demo and explanation of the Clearly Anywhere as well,
Yes.
which is the 1st of December. So yeah, couple of demos coming up, webinars and live demos. So yeah, be sure to check out the website and register for those if they are of interest. So
Great.
yeah, thank you so much for attending.
Thank
it's
you,
great,
everyone.
and yeah, look forward to catching up with you later on.
Great. Have a great day. Have a great week. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Bree. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.